Hey guys, Vox here, and today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind and I'm sure a lot of other people's minds for a while, and that is, when is Steven Universe ending? As we know, the show was renewed up to season 5, which really, it wasn't really renewed at all. Back in 2014, the show was renewed for seasons 2 and 3. Season 2 got split into season 2 and 3. And season 3 got split up into seasons 4 and 5. So yeah, we really haven't got a renewal since 2014. And honestly, that's kind of scary. While the show could have been renewed behind closed doors, we just haven't got an announcement yet. That just seems really odd. I'm not sure if Cartoon Network is going to be at New York Comic Con. I'm going to be there. I know Adult Swim is, but I'm not sure if there's going to be any Cartoon Network panels. But if there is, and if there's a Steven Universe panel, then I'll definitely attend. Maybe they'll say something there, I'm not really sure. But for when will Steven Universe end? Is season 5 the last season? Honestly, it very well might be the last season. I do believe season 5 will be the end. And I mean, if that is the end, it'll have as many episodes as Avatar: The Last Airbender, which 78 episodes is not bad at all. If you want to go by half hours, then we're going to have 78 half hours. If you want to go by 12-minute segments, it's 156 episodes. And that's a lot. And I know nobody wants Steven Universe to end anytime soon. Especially if this is the final season. If season 4 and 5, originally since season 3 is the final season. We haven't really gotten much with the Diamonds. Or we haven't even seen Homeworld yet. We haven't had any healed corrupted gems. And you'd think the halfway point of the story would be a confrontation with a diamond or Steven successfully healing a corrupted gem. But if you look at it from a 3-season standpoint, then it kind of makes sense. Season 1, learning more about the gems themselves and learning that they're from Homeworld. And season 1 ended with hinting at Yellow Diamond and Homeworld. Now we go into season 2, we learn more about Rose, about Homeworld, about Peridot, Lapis, Jasper, and if season 2 is the middle, then the halfway point of the series would be finding out that Rose shattered Pink Diamond. So it kind of makes sense. So what will season 4, and more specifically season 5, will be about? Well, season 4, so far we've only had really 2 episodes that dealt with the story directly, which is the Kindergarten Kid, Know Your Fusion, and even Mindful Education. Buddy Split gave us some information. Last one at Beach City introduced S. I'm sure we're all going to be dying to see again, and I'm sure we'll play a role in the story, even if it's just for Pearl's development. And Onion Gang, it marked the end of the summer, and like I said, we don't know what episodes will come back into play later. So it'd be kind of hasty to write any of these episodes off as filler now, but let's just say we're in the final episodes of the series, and half of the town episodes have not come back into play yet, then yeah, they would be filler, without a doubt. Although Rebecca Sugar did say there's no such thing as filler in the show, and she wanted to portray the show as not every day is a fight for survival. There's tons of days where Steven just hangs out and has fun. And it's character development, but this isn't a filler video. But the reason why I mention it is a lot of people may feel like we haven't had that much plot advancement in this series in general, although we've come a long way since season 1. And a lot of people, they want some diamonds action, some action with the diamonds. We want to see Homeworld, we want to go to Homeworld. And honestly, it's set up to do that with having the Ruby ship. The rubies are floating out into space. All that's really left for a diamond confrontation is for the rubies, specifically Eyeball, to be retrieved. And then that's it. That's all that's left for Yellow Diamond to find out about Rose, Steven, the crystal gems, being alive. But when will that happen? Logically, that's the next step to take in the plot. That and healing corrupted gems. And with comes Yellow Diamond, comes Blue Diamond, and eventually White Diamond. And I'm sure Yellow Diamond's gonna want to know about the cluster, so I can see why they're kind of putting that stuff off for maybe something in season 4, and then throughout season 5 we all have just a shit ton of plot episodes. But then again, each season is 26 episodes, so maybe not. Yeah, I definitely think season 5 will unfortunately be the end of Steven Universe. We may have a year or two before the show ends, so it could end next year, it can end in 2018. And yeah, it'll be sad when Steven Universe ends. To me, it won't be as sad as when Gravity Falls ended, because Gravity Falls only had 40 episodes. And they definitely could have explored more with Ford. But it'll still be really sad to see Steven Universe go. So we only have 19 episodes left of season 4. So here's what I think. Last year we went to hiatus around, I think, the end of October. I don't recall there being any episodes in November or December. And then we went back in January. I swear to God, if we don't have plot advancement next episode, then yeah, I'll be kind of annoyed. But I do believe we'll have 1 or 2 Steven bombs before the end of the year. So let's just say we have 1 in October. That already shaves 5 or 6 episodes off, which means we have 14 or 13 episodes left. And if I recall last year, they did weekly episodes instead of bombs. But since Ian said there would be a Steven bomb in the fall, plus Rebecca Sugar said she voices a character who appears in the fall, and now that stuff has happened yet, it's safe to say it'll be a Steven bomb. And then yeah, maybe after that 1 Steven bomb, we'll have enough. It'll go back on hiatus until like maybe January or February. Then they air some weekly episodes until we have about 6 left, if there is like a 2-parter. And then the final few episodes can air in a Steven bomb in like March or something, similar to how season 1 did it. And then we could begin season 5, if not immediately, then a little bit after. But I definitely think we will start season 5 next year. But when will it finish? We don't really know. But don't get me wrong, I definitely think a season renewal is possible. I think season 6 is possible. Season 6 and 7, because the show sells really well. Merchandise is off the hook. Hot Topic has an exclusive merchandising line with Cartoon Network, and their Steven Universe merchandise sells like hotcakes. The pop vinyls have been selling well. The stuff on the Cartoon Network shop has been selling well. Because people really love Steven Universe, and it's really popular. So will Cartoon Network let it go soon? I'm not sure. Like I said, merchandise, it's amazing. It has to be one of their best-selling properties in a while. I'm not sure if it's even doing Adventure Time numbers, because when Adventure Time first started, that merchandise was selling really well. But I think Steven Universe so far, and like it's what, 3rd year on television? I feel like by Adventure Time's 3rd year on television, the popularity already dwindled down, while Steven Universe's only gets higher and higher. And Adventure Time is still going, so maybe Steven Universe will go on for another 2, 3, 4 seasons. But I only want that if either A, they somehow didn't finish the plot that Rebecca Sugar intended to tell in season 5, and then they could finish off the story in those additional seasons, or if Rebecca Sugar has some more stories she could tell without having it feel too stretched out, too dragged on. So yeah, I think everything's on the table here. Maybe even a movie to finish everything out. That's a completely different topic. But on the other hand, Cartoon Network seems to be ending all of their current generations of shows, and it seems like they want to phase in a new era. Regular Show is ending. The production is almost finished. Gumball is a really weird area because the creator said it was ending, then he was like, oh no, I'm stepping down. So it's up to the network if they want to renew, but they really made it seem like it was ending, and then kind of backtracked on it. Although I think that's just because he wasn't supposed to say it was ending yet. Networks typically have people under NDA until when they can say a show is ending. I know Alex Hirsch was under one for Gravity Falls. So he kept saying, oh yeah, season 3 is totally possible, but he knew the show was already ending production on his own terms. So it's probably the same for Gumball. We know that Clarence is no longer in production. It just hasn't been announced to be ending. And Uncle Grandpa has been canceled. Although they can definitely and most likely will stretch out the last season of episodes, last 2 or 3 seasons, over the course of a year or even 2 years. Because Cartoon Network just loves playing that game. But yeah, with all that said, it seems like this current era shows it really is ending. It looks like they want to phase in a new era. And hey, that new era includes Long Live the Royals and Liquid Plastic Turbo. And I would love to see something like 12 Forever become a full series. If you guys haven't seen that pilot, I'll link it in the description. It's really good. At least in my opinion. A lot of people said it was alright. A lot of people really also liked it. A lot of people had some weird fetish for the villain. Oh god. But with all that said, it looks like they want to keep their lineup fresh every few years. And I'm sure Adventure Time is reaching towards its climax. A lot of people said it feels like it's going to end soon. So Steven Universe may or may not be very close to the end. But like I said, 78 episodes is a lot, so that'd be a perfect number to end on, in my opinion. Now, if they decided to do another 52 episodes, another, 2 seasons, then yeah, sure, give me that 200th episode. But there's a story to be told with Steven Universe, and I do think it's likely that the story is more than almost done being told. Because if Season 5 is the last, then we're like 60% done with Steven Universe. And when Season 4 is over, we'll be 75% done with Steven Universe. But a lot of good shows did not have the chance to make it this far, so for that I am very grateful. I'm so grateful for Cartoon Network, Rebecca Sugar, everyone who has kept this show alive and allowed it to blow up, because when Steven Universe first started, it wasn't that popular. It wasn't on many people's radars, but now it's on a lot of people's radars, and the fandom just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And it's better that it reaches its peak now than, let's say, in Season 5 and then it started blowing up then. Because a lot of people are jumping on now. So if Season 5 is the last season, imagine how large the fandom will be. Being larger than ever, but also sticking around for a while. So the anticipation for the diamonds and everything is there. Seeing Homework for the first time, I can already see that clip being uploaded by one of the many YouTubers who upload clips and getting like 1 million, 2 million views in just a matter of days. Just like how Spooky Quartz did. Because moments like these in the fandom are very special. To experience a huge moment and see it blow up online on the internet simultaneously. Steven Universe truly has an amazing fandom, and I don't want to hear anything less. Sure, things have happened that not everyone's proud of, but what can you do? So, what do you guys think? Comment your thoughts down below. Like I said, I feel like if there was going to be more, it would have been renewed already, because it's been 2 years since its last renewal. I just feel like Season 5 is the end. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Awestruck Vox, signing out.